What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ben. Today we are on the Bradley Performance website here to take a look at the many products that they've got for the TW200 here. About a month ago, they asked me to go through their product listing and see if there's anything that I would be interested in trying out on my TW. With all the videos that I've got planned for the XR and the DR, and of course the e-bike videos that I've got to do to pay the bills, I'm a little bit nervous that it's going to be hard to work this stuff in, but they've really got some cool stuff that I would definitely like to try for the TW. And I'm hoping that you guys are interested enough that it would make sense to put the time in, or to make the time and put the time in to test some of this stuff out. So we'll just go over everything they've got. I'll kind of share what my thoughts are on the products and which ones I would like to try. And then you guys can kind of let me know down below if there's anything specifically that you'd like to see or what you think of my plan here. So we've got a whole bunch of different products, just about everything you could think of for a TW, honestly. I don't know that there would really be anywhere else that you would need to shop other than here, because they've got a ridiculous amount of stuff, and some of it's things that I've never even would have thought of. So really kind of a cool thing if you're a TW owner or if you're interested in a TW. I mean, obviously lots and lots and lots and lots of products, and more products even still. So we'll head back up to the top here. You'll notice that there are a lot of performance mods, which really aren't a mod. It's more like a segment of the motor. So here you've got the whole top end. There's lots and lots of stuff that you can do to this bike that you kind of have to get a whole bunch of parts together for it to make work. So you got to be a little bit mindful of that. This will say right in here that it basically is meant to be sort of sold with another product that they've got on the website. And you can kind of buy some of them in groups, so you'll kind of notice some redundancy there with listings and just being able to buy individual parts versus buying them all in one kit. But anyways, this is an aftermarket cylinder head that has a larger intake and exhaust runners for more mid and top end power, as well as improved combustion chamber shape. Your choice of Bradley Performance mid-range or top end camshafts, which those are one thing you will see as we go through the listings here. This head has also been converted to full roller bearing cam journals on both ends. I don't know how many issues you see on a top end of a TW, but I think I have noticed some. So an upgrade, of course, is always a good thing, especially when you're talking about a bike that was designed back in the 80s. Recommended usage is to be paired with other engine mods such as the big bore cylinder and carb. Comes completely assembled with new valves, springs, seals, rocker arm shafts, and then they've got a video of how to install it. What a cool thing if you have something go wrong with your top end. You just order a whole new one. So they've got drop downs for the different cams. So let's find that top end. So here, 70mm big bore cylinder kit. And these prices just kind of blow me away. It seems like you'd have to spend more than that to get all of this here. But anyways, our drop in 70mm cylinder is custom machined and has reduced sleeve outer diameter so that it fits without requiring case boring. Increases the TW200 from 196 cc's to 215. Your choice of standard 9.5 to 1 compression cast OEM style piston or Wesco? I should know how to say that, and I don't. Forged 10 to 1 high compression ratio piston, includes gaskets, and it requires the use of the 2001 cam chain tensioner, which mine being an 02, I should be all set with. What a cool thing. You just pick your piston, order it up, drop it in. I mean, I think if anything ever blew out on my bike, I think I would just buy this. What an awesome thing. I gotta find stuff like this for my other two bikes. So along with this, you can get an upgraded larger carburetor, an FCR33 racing carburetor. This carburetor is larger, has an accelerator pump, and comes with our custom needle and jets. It's designed for use with oversized modified engines, exhaust, and airboxes. Comes with our own custom jets, needle, and intake manifold. Does not work well with stock engines. Some tie-down loops. What else do we have here? Handlebar risers. Oh, to convert to a 1 1/8 bar. That's nice. we've got a hydraulic clutch kit, which does sort of end once you get down to, I guess, the business end, because obviously where it goes into the engine here, I mean, you can't really do a whole lot about that. So you're left with a little bit of, I guess, a mechanical clutch, but the rest of it would all be hydraulic, which definitely would be interesting. I wonder how that would feel. You guys try it out. Includes OEM style hydraulic master cylinder, steel braided hose, and aluminum hydraulic slave cylinder. Makes the feel of the clutch smoother and more consistent. Allows the use of stiffer clutch springs without increasing lever pull. That'd be interesting. Would it decrease lever pull then if you installed it without heavier clutch springs? Maybe. Here we've got a high performance engine kit, which, so here you've got, okay, so this is going to be everything then, which it's really kind of nice that they do this. So basically you're going to get your, of course, piston. You got to select which one you want. You can pick the racing carburetor. You can pick your camshaft, whether you want more mid-range or top end. What would I want? Probably mid-range? I don't even know. Cylinder head. High performance cylinder head. Well, of course. Oh, that gets a little pricey. But, I mean, still not bad. I mean, you're getting a new carburetor. Basically, everything from the ground up as far as the combustion part goes. Oh, wait a minute. This comes with, what does this all come out with? Autohouse dyno testing shows up to a 38% increase in power. That's insane. 16.56 horsepower instead of 12. That would definitely be a pretty sizable increase, and I would think would be a lot of fun. This kit includes new custom machine 70mm cylinder, which is what we were looking at before, with your choice of pistons, optional custom modified flat side pumper carburetor, oversized intake manifold boot, airbox lid, vent kit. Oh man, this comes with everything. Got the option to get a custom ground camshaft, optional high flow cylinder head, and our high performance exhaust. Yeah, so that's basically just everything then. Once you upgrade the power, you might want to upgrade your clutch. I've never had any issues with slipping, but of course my engine hasn't been upgraded, so this is a good thing to kind of keep in your back pocket if you decide to do any of that. What else do we got here? So these two are definitely intriguing, and I think if I was a normal sane person, this might make the most sense. So basically just an off-road shock for the rear, and I believe it's everything, the shock and the spring. Stock length, high performance off-road adjustable rear shock, features aluminum body, preload adjustable 600-pound spring, and 30-click rebound adjustment knob. Ideal for up to a 220-pound rider that wants more performance out of their rear suspension. This shock gives you higher speed off-road capability, but keeps the stock height. I don't really know that I bottom the rear that much. I mean, I think anytime you can get adjustability though, and you know, probably heavier spring, I think would be a good idea, especially for the times when I'm doing any sort of adventure riding on the TW. But I think this one here, I think just grabs my attention a little bit too much to ignore. The TW200 heavy duty / touring / lift rear shock, and the lift part is the part that I'm interested in, and you'll start to see why after a bit here. This rear shock is ideal for heavy loads or for lifting the rear of the bike. It allows for 2 inches of lift if desired. Great for bikes with lots of luggage, which would definitely be good for me when we do the adventure rides. Heavier riders over 220 pounds at like 155. I don't really need that, but of course when I got the gear on there I would. Or for lifting the rear to match front fork extensions, and we'll get there. Features an 800-pound spring that is preload adjustable and 20 clicks of rebound adjustment. Who doesn't want to lift a TW? I definitely do. I guess we might as well just skip right down to it. So the other thing you can do as far as suspension on the front half goes is either these preload adjusters, which I suppose would actually add a little bit of height. These definitely would be nice because I do find the front end a bit squishy. Obviously, just cranking the preload isn't necessarily the right answer, but it's not like the TW is necessarily a precision machine. So I think maybe adding a little bit more preload for my weight and the type of riding that I do and the jumps, I think would be helpful. But if I can lift the rear 2 inches, I don't know. Basically, they just will thread down move your old caps that you can see just while you're riding around on the bike, and basically thread these down in, and then just loosen up your triple trees, and then kind of slide the whole, I guess, front end, the triple clamps, triple trees up, so they'd be up at the top of here rather than kind of down way at the bottom, where they would be on a stock bike. So I think that would be kind of cool. And then once you lift it, just like a truck, you put big tires on it. And they've got a couple different listings for that. And you can get it with or without tires. There's a whole kit somewhere, though. And you can get it in, yeah, here they are. So either in a 25-inch tire or a 26. So this would be pretty close to the stock size. This would be a bit bigger. So then I guess you'd be looking at, what, I guess just still 2.5 inches higher off the ground. But that TW would be a lot higher off the ground. So here with this kit, essentially you get everything that you see here, essentially everything you need to unbolt your old rear tire and bolt a new ATV tire on, so you don't have to worry about trying to cut a bead and fit a ATV tire on the stock rim. You just get a whole new ATV rim, a hub that works perfectly for it. You can pick your tire. They've got a couple different options here. This guy or that one. I'd probably want to go with the 8-ply though, just to keep things a little bit lighter. Bearing spacer included. And yeah, the steel wheel. 504. Patent pending. And of course, to match that, you need an ATV tire on the front here. So we've got that kit, which looks like you just have the one tire to choose from. You can get an aluminum wheel, but I think the steel one is the one they have pictured, and I'd probably just go with that to match the back. You've got a couple different fender options. Well, sorry, fender mounting options. And of course, since you're replacing the triple trees here, you will have to select a handlebar size, which of course I'd want to go with the 1 1/8. I love my fat bars. So looking at just over $1,000 to convert the front. Boy, would that be cool. Let's see what else we've got here. I've already got a rear rack on mine. We've got a couple different options there. If you want to tow something around with your TW, you've got a hitch here, which definitely does seem interesting to me. I'd sure like to be able to pull my kayak around with it, but I think that'd be kind of a lot of weight for the TW and probably not the safest thing to do on the road. I think this is more for farm type use. What else? More racks. Got some side pan ear racks. That'd be kind of cool. Huh. Interesting. Light bar mount. Kind of neat. This would be super convenient. Easy seat pin system. Can raise your fender an inch. High fender mount bracket. Exhaust shield. And then we've just got some different sprockets here if you want to switch that out. Oh, wait a minute. And there's just a complete conversion kit where you get the front and back? Is that what this is? This is your opportunity to build a modern day BW200. You get a discount on both our front and rear 25-inch fat tire conversion kits, complete with bearings and spacers installed. Big horn style 6-inch ply tires and our rolled lip aluminum wheels. Oh, these are aluminum. I thought the black ones were the steel ones. Okay, well, aluminum is much better than steel then. Definitely take that. You also get a discount on shipping. Your choice of front fender mounting style, fender not included, and choice of 22 or 28 millimeter handlebar risers. So yeah, so you still get the same front tire, and then you just get that rear tire. Seems like a decent deal to me. $1,500 for new wheels and tires, and their ATV tires. That sure would be cool. Nice looking skid plate with some drain holes. I don't know why none of the plates that I've tried have drain holes in them. Heavy duty chain guard. Could probably use one of those. That is actually the noise, or what was causing the noise when I was leaving the campsite from the last trip that my dad and I took last summer when we were on the TW and the Sherpa. Sort of parked the old one on top of a log and permanently bent it into the chain, so it was making a terrible racket that I thought was coming from the inside of the motor. That maybe would be a good idea. This would be kind of nice. I think my bike does get a little bit warm from time to time, and that would probably be a good idea. Obviously, without any sort of temperature readout, I have no idea if it's actually getting too hot, but it seems like the clutch gets kind of weird after I've been riding kind of hard, slow-moving trails for a while, so maybe cooling the engine down would be Good idea. This really looks like kind of a neat system, though. It just kind of plumbs in right there where your filter goes. Pretty sweet. Here we've got the Bradley Performance slip-on exhaust. So this is basically going to be bolting on to the stock header, just kind of outside of the picture here. And then you get this pipe, and then this muffler is actually, I think, pretty similar to the one that I had on the 10RA700 with the high exhaust kit that I put on that bike. And there's definitely a good muffler and a nice sounding kit. And I think it would be on this bike too. So you've got this decibel killer in here that's actually removable. And with it in there, you're running 83 decibels at idle, 89 at 3,000 RPM. And I think the limit around here for trails is 93 decibels, or maybe even for the road too. So that would be good. But with it removed, you're looking at 89 decibels at idle and over 100 at 3,000 RPM. So that probably wouldn't be something that I could do. It'd be interesting to see how loud it is, though. Definitely would be nice to have something that looks a bit better, maybe is a little bit lighter, and sounds better, too. And along with this, they've also got the replacement header pipe, which I think this claims, yeah, makes more power in the mid to top end RPM range. So I think this coupled with that, and maybe eventually doing something like this would be kind of fun. But I guess we could just start off maybe with the exhaust system and see how that goes, and then maybe move to this stuff. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool to soup up the old TW and see what it can do. But even just lifting it and putting the big tires on it, I think would be interesting. Actually, there was one more thing that I was really thinking would be kind of neat. Got your mud flaps if you need mud flaps. This thing is really kind of neat, and I think something that I would like on all my bikes, honestly. Why fill your tires with air when they can be popped when you're riding off-road? You just fill them with foam, like a kid's bicycle tire. Seems like it makes way more sense. I guess it might be a little bit heavier, but it sure seems like it'd save you some time. Here we go. These, I think, would be super nice. I always feel kind of too high up and too far forward when I'm on my pegs, so being able to drop them down an inch and back an inch would be nice. I really do like these pegs. Pretty similar to some other ones that I've used before, and I think I definitely see the value in these over just the cheapo $25 ones that I've got. I think those are actually honestly kind of dangerous. If you break them, they can end up in some pretty sharp, pointy shards that obviously wouldn't be good for your veins in your legs. Airbox lid. Definitely would be nice to be able to suck the air right into the filter rather than having to go down and around. So I think that was everything that I wanted to look through. Like I said, lots of good stuff out here. I'll put a link for the website down in the description. Let me know down below if any of this stuff interested you guys and if you think that I should test some of it out. Big thanks to Bradley Performance for reaching out to me and offering me this opportunity. I think it would be great to work with them, and I think it'd definitely be worth it to make time in the ridiculous schedule that I've set up for myself with both the XR and the DR this summer. But I think I've got to do something, even if it's just the exhaust kit. I think these products I think are just too good to pass up, and the TW is too good of a bike to just leave alone all summer. So I think maybe we'll do some videos on it. Let me know what you guys want to see. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Stay swanky. Get out and enjoy this beautiful world any chance you get. And if you can't do that right now, here's some more videos to check out in the meantime.